Hello, hello, lovely, lovely people. Hi, Beta. How are you, everybody? Hello, hello. How are you? So nice to see you. Thank you very much for joining. I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a good weekend so far. You've had a good week so far. Sorry, it's not the weekend anymore, and I keep forgetting. I apologize. I hope you've had a good day. So far, good day. I hope it's been productive and you've been able to do whatever you set out to do today. Lovely to see you. Lovely, lovely to see you. Not too bad. I've got Sharifi. Not too bad. Good, good. Not too bad yourself. Oh, very British. Not too bad yourself. I'm all right. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I'm quite flushed. My cheeks are very rosy. I'm quite flushed. It's not because I'm warm or anything. I'm not embarrassed or anything. It's because I've been concentrating. And I don't know why. Usually when I really focus or concentrate on something, excuse me, my cheeks get really red and get really flushed. So I'm not sure why that's happened. Thank you. And basically, I'm just dealing with all the enrollments, all you lovely people who have trusted me. And you're coming on to the grammar course. Thank you very much. I really didn't think so many people, I honestly didn't think so many people would be interested in the grammar course. So I'm very happy. Lovely. So very eager. Lovely, lovely. Very good. I'm just going to quickly, because I know lots of students have asked me about this grammar course. So there are so many people. Are you going to speak Farsi tonight? No, sorry. I think you're coming to my live to hear English, not Farsi, I think. My voice is delayed. I don't know. Sorry. So the grammar course that I'm starting for some of you tomorrow, and then some of you are going to start on the 30th of October. And your first online session will be Sunday, 5th of November, 5th of November. This is a grammar course that's for 21 weeks. It's grammar and basically conversation. So if any of you have looked at my Telegram channel, I finally sussed out Telegram. I finally learnt it just a little bit anyway. If you look at my Telegram channel, you'll see that I put a little bit of grammar, okay? So it's just the formula, and then I give you 4 or 5 sentences, either idioms, phrasal verbs, that kind of thing, but native English that we use with the grammar. So when I say it's a grammar course, our focus isn't very much on the grammar. Our focus is actually on the conversation, but we're using grammar to guide us, teach us conversation, if that makes sense. Pronounce fifth again. Fifth. So we don't say fifth, we say fifth. Yeah. Fourth, fifth. Yeah. So yes, that's the idea of grammar and conversation. Grammar, you guys know grammar more than I do. I'm sure you do. The formula and everything that you use, just leave it there. Thank you very much. The formula and everything that we use in grammar, you guys know it really well. You know the formula, you know everything, a lot more than me. But the problem, I think, is when do we use this specific tense? When do we use this preposition? When do we use should? And also, how do we use it? I think that's one of the main problems, if I'm not mistaken, and that's what I'm trying to do in this course. Okay, please save our live. Yes, I record these and I save them every single week. They will be saved on YouTube. Could you just close the door for me? Thank you very much. Sorry, that's my son. Can you teach? Yes. Yes, I try to teach. I've been teaching for quite a few years actually, and I will hopefully teach you something useful tonight as well. Please could you send your Telegram channel? It's actually on my page, on my bio, on the main page of Instagram. Under my face, you've got the bio. If you click on there, it'll give you the link to my website, the link to YouTube, and also to Telegram. Layla's the best teacher in the UK on Instagram and YouTube. Bita, you're very kind. You're very kind. Thank you very much. I'm not, but you're very kind. What do they say in Farsi? Hindu nemizarin zira bagalamun, or something like that. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, let's go to should. We're going to look at should, and I'm just going to turn the comments off, if that's okay. Sorry, so please don't go anywhere. We're going to be looking at should this week. Should is one of those, if I can just do it that way maybe, lovely. Should is a modal verb. Modal verb meaning it's an extra verb, so it's not the main verb. And in different sentences, should can have different meanings. In Farsi, I think we translate it as boyad, yeah? But boyad can have different meanings as well, if you agree with me. So tonight we're going to look at should and how it can have 3 different meanings. I'm going to use them in examples, which is very similar to what I do on the grammar course. And we're going to see how we can use should in our sentences. The first, and the one that I think everybody knows very, very well, is when we use should and it means obligation. Something like you must, you have to, you should. Now, some of you might say, wait, Layla, wait. Before you go any further, wait. What's the difference between must, have to, and should? What's the difference? All of them mean boyad, yeah? The difference is must and have to, and the pronunciation have to. Must and have to are quite high up, okay? One level below, that's where we have should. All of them are about obligation. All of them are something that we have to do. Must and have to are quite high up. We can't choose, we can't say, no, I don't want to. So they're quite high up on the obligation. Should is one level down, should, okay? So that's where we're talking in the obligation. Let's say, for example, I can see somebody who isn't taking their job seriously. They are slacking, which means they are either lazy, they come into work late, they're not dressed appropriately, for example. So I can see someone's not taking their job seriously, they're not working very well. And to this person, I'm going to say, you should take your job seriously. You should take your job seriously. You should take your job seriously. Pay attention. So I'm not saying you have to take your job seriously. I'm not saying you must take your job seriously. I'm using should, okay? Because I'm not the boss. I can't use must and have to. I'm not the boss because we are all maybe working together in the group. But I am telling somebody in my team, you should take your job seriously, yeah? This is somebody who might be slacking, someone who doesn't come on time, someone who's not partaking, that means participating, someone who's not partaking in the task, in the role of the job. You should take your job more seriously, yeah? Another example, excuse me. Let's say I've gone into a shop, or I have gone to a business, a company somewhere, and I want to tell them, have you read your customers' reviews? Do you know what your customers are saying about you? You don't even know what your customers think about you. Maybe your customers are saying really bad things, and you should read your customers' reviews and you should try and fix the problem. So again, we use should, yeah? You should take your customers' reviews or your customers' feedback seriously. You should take your customers' feedback seriously. This is very useful if you go to a shop or wherever, restaurant, hair salon, wherever you go, and you're getting some kind of service, but you're not happy about the service that you've received. This is where we say you should take your customers' feedback seriously. Because I'm the customer, I'm giving you feedback and I'm telling you I'm not happy with the service that I've received. I'm not happy with the product, with the food, with the nails, with the cream, shampoo, anything that I've received. You should take your customers' feedback seriously. Yeah, that's how we use it. Sometimes I might have missed something. Sometimes I'm not paying attention. Someone sent me an email and I haven't seen the information, and I use should with myself. I should pay more attention to, detail. Detail, not details. So if you've just sent me an email and I didn't read all of it, I've missed some of it, and I come and ask you, and you say, Layla, I've sent you an email. Didn't you read the email? And I say, oh, I'm sorry. I should pay more attention to detail. Detail. That means I should concentrate a little bit more when I'm reading emails. I'm sorry, you told me, but I missed it. Yeah, I should pay more attention to detail. Another example, let's say that we're all sitting waiting for our friend to arrive. Oh my God, he should be here by now. He should be here by now. What time is it? It's gone 7 o'clock. It's gone. That means it's past 7 o'clock. Right now, I have 10 past 7. I have 10 past 7. And I'm saying, they should be here. He should be here by now. They should be here by now. So they're not here, but they should be here. Yeah. Why are they late? Are they stuck in traffic? Did they forget? Did they go to the wrong address? They should be here by now. So all of these are examples of how we use should. That means obligation. Okay. I'm going to turn the comments on to see if anyone's awake, if anyone's sleeping, because I can talk a lot. I just want to make sure, is everyone okay so far? I've just talked about one of the functions of should. Is everyone okay with that? Just want to check. Just give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you didn't get it. Thumbs up maybe. Just let me know. You're awake? Good. Very good. Very good. Yep. Mass Jod 2021. Lovely, lovely. Very good. Everyone's okay? Fantastic, fantastic. So I'm not talking too fast and everyone's keeping up with me. Great, lovely. So it's gone 7 o'clock, is it correct? Yes, yes. That means it's just past 7 o'clock. It's gone, excuse me, it's gone 7 o'clock. It's 5 past 7, 10 past 7, it's gone 7 o'clock. Someone said, why detail? That's a very good question, thank you. Why do we say detail, not details? Yes, I should pay attention to detail. I should pay attention to detail, or pay more attention to detail. If I say I should pay more attention to details, that means we're talking about different things. I'm just talking about the information in one email. So it's just one detail. Yeah. I'm just paying attention to one thing. So it's paying attention to detail, making sure I can see the date, the time, the name, anything. I'm paying attention to detail. Okay. Lovely. Right. Shall we go on to the second function of should? Is that okay? Is everyone with me? It's went 7 o'clock. No. It's gone 7 o'clock. It's gone 7 o'clock. Yeah. We don't use it with any other tense. It's gone 7 o'clock. What's the meaning of obligation? Obligation, thank you. Obligation, it means something you have to do. You don't have a choice. It's not optional. You have to do it. It's compulsory. Okay. We've got Magical Zabon, one of my favorite pages. Hello, thank you so much for joining. So, lovely, lovely, great. Shall we go for the next one? Let's go on to the next one. It has gone 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's gone 7 o'clock. It's gone 2 o'clock. That means it's just past 7 o'clock. Could you advise British vocabulary? Okay, so I'm getting a bit confused now with lots and lots of different questions. Let's stick to the topic. Let's stick to the topic, and then I'll try and answer other questions as well. The second, so up to now we've looked at should for obligation. It's something that we have to do. It's not a choice, but it's not as strong as have to and must. It's one level softer, lower than must and have to. The next one is when we use should to recommend something, to give recommendation or to offer advice. That's also when we use should. I'm trying to think of an example in Farsi. Let's see. I'm trying to think of an example in Farsi. Let's say, I don't know, let's say you've been to a hairdresser's, okay, male or female, and you really like their work, yeah? And in Farsi you want to say وای باید بری پیش فلانی خیلی کارش خوبه, yeah? باید, you're not forcing that person, you're not giving them obligation, they have to. What you're saying is you're suggesting, you're recommending, is that right? And that's how we use should to make recommendations and suggestions, okay? So again, let's say I've been somewhere, I've used a service, I've used a product, I've used a shop, a business, whatever, and I think that they're amazing. I come to you and I say, you should give them a go. You should give them, that means that business, a go. That means you should try that business. They're really good. I really like their service. You should give them a go. You should give them a go. You might be looking for curtains. You might be looking for carpet. You might be looking for an ear doctor. You might be looking for a certain type of service. You should give them a go. Or you're looking for a product. You should give it a go. Should give it a go. Okay. It's a lifesaver. It's a lifesaver. Or they are a lifesaver. Lovely. I know that, what was it? I think I got something, one of my kids got me something for Christmas last year. It was a little gadget. It was a little pen knife. It's a little pen knife. So it's one of these like knife that folds, yeah? So you take the knife out. It had a knife. It had a screwdriver in Farsi, I'm not sure, screwdriver, oh my god, screwdriver in Farsi, pishgushti, is that right? Screwdriver. It had a screwdriver, it had a little tape measure, to measure something, yeah, tape measure. So it had all of these in it. And it was my daughter that said, you should give it a go. You should give it a go. It'll make your life so much easier. You should give it a go. It will make your life so much easier. You should give it a go. Yeah. Okay. I see someone who's really tired. I see someone who's just so tired. They might be snapping at people. Snapping, that means really bad mood, shouting, really, grumpy. So they're snapping at people. They don't have the usual cheerful smile. Yes, please. Thank you. Oh, fantastic. They're not like this. They're constantly bad mood and shouting. That's called snapping. So I can see somebody snapping at people, and I'm thinking, you might be really tired. You should take a nap. You should take a nap. You look like you haven't slept in days. We use that as an idiom. You look like you haven't slept in days. You should take a nap. You should take a nap, because they look really disheveled and they're snapping at people and that kind of thing. You should take a nap. You look like you haven't slept in days. Let's see, one more. I was actually talking to somebody about this one. Sometimes you come across people who are really wishy-washy. They get scared of everything easily. They want to sue everybody. And, you know, they're people who just think about themselves. They're scared of everything. They don't want to take a risk. And you want to say, you should toughen up. You should toughen up. That means don't be too scared of everything. Don't be too safe. Take risks. Get out there, meet people, go and do a bit of work. You know, you should toughen up. Toughen up. Be a bit more tough. Be a bit more tough. You should toughen up. You should toughen up. The opposite of this, when someone's really tough, really strict, we say, you should learn to sympathise with others. You should learn to sympathise with others. Understand others. Don't be too strict. Don't be too tough. Yeah. So two sides of the coin. You should toughen up, or you should learn to sympathise with others. Okay. I'm going to come back to the comments. See how we're doing so far. Right. How are we doing so far with the second function of should? How are we doing? The first one was obligation. The second one was giving advice or recommendations to people. How are we doing? Yeah? Good? Lovely, lovely. Very good. Yeah? Thumbs up. Thank you very much. Okay, everyone's okay for now. 100. Fantastic. Okay, lovely. I'm going to give you the third one. Thank you. I'm going to give you the third one, then I'll let you go. I'll let you go. I'll let you go. I'll let you go. That means I won't bother you anymore. Lovely. Thumbs up and everything. Fantastic. Okay. Lovely. Let's go to the third one. So this is the, excuse me, third and final function of should. And this is when I just want to express my opinion. So it's not obligation. It's not advising or recommending anything. I'm just giving my opinion. Yeah. For example, let's say I am at work. I use work a lot because I know a lot of you are currently working. Let's say I'm working, or maybe I'm a student at college, at university, and I'm going through a really difficult time. I might have, God forbid, God forbid, I might have, God forbid, lost a family member. Yeah. Maybe. So I'm going through depression. It's a really difficult time. I might have some kind of illness or disease. I might, you know, be depressed. I might be going through a really difficult time in my life. And I want to tell maybe my university professor, my boss, anybody, I want to tell them that you don't understand me. Yeah, you're being a bit too strict with me. You don't understand me. This is where I can use should again. You should take my current situation into account. You should take my current situation into account. Please remember, I've just lost my family member. Please remember, I am learning English. I'm in a different country. You should take my situation into consideration. Please remember, for example, I don't have a fantastic job. I don't have a lot of money. So you should take my situation into consideration. Please think about my situation. And if you can, please offer support or help. Yeah. Don't be too strict on me. That's basically what we're trying to say. Yeah. You should take my current situation into consideration. Another one is when you see some people who, again, are slacking. They're not doing any work. They're just sitting there and they're ordering other people to get up and do work. Either in society, in a business, your next door neighbour, at work, at school, when you go to the doctors, anywhere, absolutely anywhere, at the bank. You see people just sitting down and either just talking and chatting to each other or at their PC, and they're not doing any work. Loads of customers are standing there waiting, and these guys aren't doing anything. This is usually where we start shaking our head. We shake our head a lot. That means, I'm not happy about this. I don't like this. No, really bad. We shake our head a lot when we don't like something. And we say something like this: these people who are sitting down, they're not working, they're not paying attention to all these customers, they should get off, excuse me, they should get off their backsides, and do some proper work. They should get off their backsides and do some proper work. Yeah, it means they're sitting on their backside nishimango, I think, yeah, the back of the body. So they're usually sitting, they're not really doing anything, they're just wasting time, and all the customers are waiting. They should get off their backsides and come do some proper work. That's what we say. A lot of the time you will see British people will say this. We are usually very reserved. We're usually very quiet. We might just look, and we do that a lot. We don't really say things very much. The body language usually speaks more than our words. But sometimes if you're in a bank and you see there's a long queue of people in the bank, and there's one lady sitting in the front yapping with somebody else and talking about the nails, and people start getting angry. We have a life, we have appointments, we have jobs we have to get to. Stop talking, get on with your job, yeah? You should get off your backside and do some proper work. You should get off your backside and do some proper work. You can use this with kids. You can use it with your other half, your husband, your wife. You can use it with anybody. So somebody you think isn't really doing anything, they're just wasting time. You should get off your backside and do some proper work. We use this a lot, yeah. The last one, very, very last one, and then I'm going to let you go, is somebody says, oh my God, I don't have a phone. I don't have a pen. I don't have any headphones or earphones. I don't have a jacket, yeah. And I'm thinking, I should have a spare one at home. I should have a spare one at home. That spare means extra. Oh, you don't have a phone. I should have a spare one at home somewhere. I should. I'm thinking, I think I can remember I have a spare phone somewhere at home. I'll give it to you. Or I'll lend it to you. I will let you borrow it. That means later I want it back, yeah? I should have a spare one at home. I should have a spare one at home. Somebody says, Layla, I don't have a pen. Oh, I should have a spare one in my bag. Just give me a sec. I should have a spare one in my bag. Someone says, oh my goodness, I don't have a watch. I can't tell the time. Oh, I should have a spare one in the bedroom somewhere. I'll get it for you when we get home. So we're using should means thinking. I think. If I remember correctly, I think I should have a spare one, extra one, at home. I should have a spare one at home. Okay. Those are all of my examples for you, all my lesson for you. So we looked at should for 3 different functions tonight. We don't have khasta naboshid in English, so I'm just going to say well done to you for staying awake. And we have should for obligation, we have should for giving advice or recommendation, and we have should for when you want to express your opinion, or I should have a spare one at home, again expressing our opinion about something. Lovely. Okay, I hope that helped. Please do try to watch this again, because I'm going to save it and I'm going to put it on YouTube. Do try to watch it again. I know it's really long. I've gone on for about half an hour now. Please do try and watch it. If you can, grab maybe a pen or pencil, piece of paper, or maybe you're just listening to it and type it. Do type these sentences up for yourself. Excuse me. Toughen up, yes, it means get tough, get a bit strong. Yeah, toughen up. Do type these up for yourselves, because you'll see that there's lots of information in the sentences. In the sentences that I use, you're learning the grammar, you're learning maybe a phrasal verb, an idiom or something, but also you're learning the culture, how we say things. And obviously you've got the pronunciation as well. So it's really helpful and useful if you can write these down somewhere, these sentences. I know somebody sent me a message the other day saying, Layla, how do we use all these things that you're teaching us? How do we use it? It's a really good idea, if not all of my lives, because I know I teach a lot. It would make anybody crazy, the amount of information. But the parts that you like, the parts that you feel, yeah, I can use that. That's a good sentence. Yeah, I can use that. I suggest you, that's my alarm, excuse me. I suggest you write it down. You should write it down. You should write it down maybe on a card, piece of paper, anything, and then stick it or attach it places where you will keep seeing it. This could be in your bedroom, it could be in the kitchen, in the living room, wherever you spend a lot of time. And when you constantly keep seeing these sentences and these aspects that I'm teaching, it starts making sense. The more we see it, the more we say it to ourselves, and then hopefully you'll be confident enough to start using it outside as well. So that's basically how we can learn English. So learning word for word is going to take ages. It's a good idea if you can learn in chunks or in sentences, or learn bigger chunks, not just words like that. Okay. I know somebody was asking me, how many words will I learn on this course? And I said, oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know how many words you're going to learn on this course. I haven't counted the words, but words aren't the important part. The importance is how you can use it. You should get off your backside and take necessary action. Action, Parwane. Necessary action. Very good. Very good. Do you have pronunciation courses, not package? No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have anything on just pronunciation. No, sorry. Save the live, I will. Yes, it will be on YouTube. And I'll put a story as well on the page. You're the best teacher. I'm not. There are some very, very good teachers out there, but thank you. That's very nice of you. When's the next live? I try to have these live sessions every Sunday as much as possible at 7 o'clock UK time, which is 9:30 Iran, I think. I try to have them every week. It's important how you can use it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And do remember, please, it's not just Iranian, lovely, lovely Iranian people. Just think how many other nationalities, how many other millions of people live in English-speaking countries and English isn't their first language. Are you telling me that all of these people have perfect English? No. All these Chinese people, we're having lots of Chinese people come to the UK, aren't we? All these Chinese people, all these Indian people, Pakistani people, Arabic people, Mexicans, people from Europe, all these people coming to the UK. Of course their English isn't perfect, but they go to work, they take their kids to school, they go and they can really stand up for themselves, stand up for themselves. They can protect themselves in society, you know, with other people. So we don't have to have perfect English. I know some people say, Layla, I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to get a job. I'm not going to do anything until my English is perfect. And I usually say, well, I'm sorry, but you're going to be waiting a long time because my English isn't perfect and I'm native. I don't think anybody's English is perfect. I don't know. But this is how we learn. We say something, we practice it, you know, hopefully it will work. And usually what you find with native English speakers is, or English speakers, if I say something incorrectly, that person will not correct me. Okay, so if I get on a bus, for example, and I say, can you helping me? Yeah, so I'm using the wrong grammar. That bus driver isn't going to correct my sentence, but when he or she answers me, that's when I learn, because they use the correct version. They say, yes, I can help you, not helping. Yes, I can help you. So that's how English people are trying to correct us. Yeah. So that's something definitely to remember. We need to speak to native speakers so that they can correct us. Yeah, that's how we need to do it. Do you speak in English or Farsi in home with your family? Unfortunately, automatically I speak in English with the kids, with my kids. They don't know a lot of Farsi, unfortunately, which is really bad. My daughter is becoming very interested in what I do. She wants to be in my videos with me. She wants to learn Farsi. She's been helping me this weekend with all these hundreds of enrollments for the grammar course. So she's very interested. And I'm hoping that I can start teaching her Farsi and she can help me later to help me to do this. Yeah. Do you have any suggestions to Iranian family living in the UK to improve our English language skills? If you are a family living in the UK, you have two huge benefits. Number one, you're living in the UK. You turn the TV on, it's English. Radio, English. You step out of the house, English. So that's number one, huge benefit. Use it. Number two, your kids go to school. And if they're going to school, they're learning English. So as they are learning English, they can come home and teach you, or they can help you, or they can maybe correct you. Kids love doing that, don't they? So that's one really good way of asking your kids when they get home to talk to you in English. Okay, tell me, what did you do today at school? Something simple. And start having a conversation with your kids. And as they are speaking, they can become your teacher. You don't have to tell them, wait, stop, let me write this down. You're constantly listening, and that can really help as well. Okay. So should have is softer than must have. Yeah. My English is not perfect, but I'm working in a British company. Well done. Well done to you. Well done to you. This is the way. Please, can you say, this is the way. This is the way. Let's see, I've got NNEE 1985. Dear Teacher Layla, your in-person grammar classes are amazing and I'm grateful. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm really happy that you're finding it helpful. Thank you. That's right. Lovely. I'm jealous. You, please don't be jealous. Layla John, please put some free discussion lessons if you have time. If I have time, I promise I will. If I have time, I'd love to. Polite British people, I love them. If they're polite, yes, sometimes they're not polite. This is one of the issues, I think, on one of my posts when I when I was teaching polite swear words. A lot of British people, I mean, English people are famous, especially when it's football and the England team goes to another country and British football fans go to another country as well. I'm sure you know they are famous for a bad reason, yeah? They are notorious with their, drinking and swear words and all these kind of things. So unfortunately, British people do have a bad reputation for using swear words, but it is very, very common. Very common. It's a common type of behavior. And these are usually people who aren't very educated. They are not, they're not people who have a lot of education. They don't know the correct way maybe of communicating. They use the F word a lot. So if you have people who have a little bit higher class, a bit more education, shu'ur. I don't mean education, college and university. I don't mean the certificate. Education, I mean ba shu'ur. People who are educated, usually they don't swear a lot, usually. For pronunciation, what can we do? Listen and repeat, please. Pronunciation, listen and repeat. Wishy-washy, something that's wishy-washy. It's not very strong. It's really wishy-washy. It's shol, that kind of thing. Can you teach us some English slang? I do. A lot of what I teach in my posts are slang. Yeah. Okay. I have never seen people polite such as British people. Lovely. Thank you very much, Bita. Thank you. Would you mind guiding? That's correct. Can you please recommend some series for improving? I'm just going to go all the way. Oh my God, I'm missing lots and lots of British series. Okay, I'm going to ask you to forget series. Okay, if you can, please watch real programs on TV. If you're living in the UK or in an English-speaking country, or even if you're Iran but you've got access to YouTube, please try and watch real programs. I've said this many times. Series, film, movies, these are fine. But if you think about it, somebody has sat and told that actor what to say. So it's not natural, yeah? If the director tells me, say this in the film, that's not natural. You want to learn natural English. You want to learn real English. So I really suggest, if you can, you watch real programs. People who teach you how to cook. People who teach you how to do gardening. Programs where the BBC, for example, goes in a factory and they learn how they make tea. They learn how they make chocolate, buses, socks, anything. They learn, and it's constant real English. real English. من حرف میزنم، شما حرف میزنین، یه دفعه من میپرم وسط حرف شما. چجوری توی کالچر انگلیسی ما در این موارد صحبت میکنیم. These are things, you don't hear these things in films and movies a lot, but you hear them in real life. That's why we need to be listening to real English. I've been living here since 2022 and I'm working in an academic atmosphere. I do teach sometimes. My speaking speed is low and I have no idea if it's bad or not. Don't worry about your speed. Don't worry about your speed at all, as long as what you're saying, your listener can understand you. YouTube channels, yes, I'm going to put it in the story tonight. Yes. Your, let's see, posts are practical. Thank you very much. BBC, yeah. I used to listen to English podcasts every morning. That really helps as well. Podcasts really help. Thank you very much. Okay. As we say in the UK, I'm going to love you and leave you. That's how we say, okay, bye-bye. I'm going to love you and leave you. And I will hopefully see you again next Sunday. Same place again, 7 o'clock. So some of you are going to start your grammar course tomorrow. And I'm going to send an email to all of you who are starting tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to send the email tonight. Some of you are going to start your grammar course on Monday, the 30th of October, and I will send you an email as well. If you have enrolled in my grammar course from Iran, if you have sent me your receipt, firstly, thank you. Secondly, please check your email. If I have already emailed you, that means you are enrolled. If I haven't emailed you, if you do not have like on your message, that means I still have to find your receipt in all of my messages, and I'm going to do that now. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Take care. Thank you. Good night.